The research for this video was low-key kind of fun. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Just Jake Reviews. I review albums, movies, and sports games. And today, we got a pretty special video. My last video of March. So, actually not true because of, obviously, movie madness. Which will be in a few days. Yeah, so today's video is going to be something pretty fun. I planned this video a while ago as one of my big March videos. It's been almost a week since I posted a video, which is kind of crazy. It's been kind of that long, but, you know, I've been doing other stuff. I've been doing research for this video, which has only taken me 2 to 3 days, but, you know, whatever. So, I figured, you know, this YouTube channel is primarily football. It wasn't 100% supposed to be, but then, you know, I really love doing the recaps and the predictions for the football weeks. And I also love music. There's a very music-heavy channel. So, why not mix the two things together to make this awesome video? Music and football. Music and football. What do those make? Super Bowl halftime shows. Yes, the halftime show for the Super Bowl every single year. So, what I am doing today for this video. Today's video, I am going to be not ranking. I'm going to be grading every Super Bowl halftime show from an A+ down to an F. So that is once again, my rating scale is going to be like a school rating system, like when you're in school and what you get on a paper. Just those. We're not doing S because we're not doing a tier list. You know, I could have done the same thing, but like rank them, but I was like, I don't feel like really ranking them. So because like me ranking them it's gonna make me sound like I hate one more than the other. Which there's actually not many that I hate. There's not many halftime shows that I hate. So I went back the past 2 days and watched all the halftime shows to refresh my memory. Because I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen more than half of them actually, because I wasn't alive until 2007's. And I didn't watch any of them live on my own until 2017. But we'll get to that. And yeah, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to say the year, the halftime show, give it my score, and just basically talk about them, talk about the highlights, the lowlights, and all that fun stuff. So let's have a fun video, and let's get right into it. 3, 2, 1, go. Kicking it off, by the way, we're starting off with 93, because 93 was the first official halftime show. I understand that 91 and 92 had, like, New Kids, and, like, 92 had that, I think it was like, Gloria Estefan or something like that. No, 93. Kicking it off with 1993, I would say, the first official stage of the halftime show. We got Michael Jackson, which it is crazy to think how Michael Jackson was the first one to start all this. He was the first artist ever to start this amazing tradition of a halftime show every single Super Bowl. And there's a reason why this is praised as probably the best halftime show of all time, and that's because it probably is. A+. We're starting off hot. You're not going to see many A's. Just saying. You're not going to see many A- or A+. You're not going to see many A's. Michael Jackson's an A+. For people who say this is the best halftime show of all time, I'll say you're probably not wrong. This halftime show, for 93, this is immaculate. Okay? I will say, I don't know about you, but me personally, I am not the biggest fan of him just standing there for 2 minutes and like just not moving a muscle and people are screaming, and then he turns his head once and people are just like exploding again. It's great, like exploding with like cheers and all that. That's crazy. That's how big he was, and Michael Jackson is still big and a huge impact on music. I will say his performance of Black or White is phenomenal. And then, of course, the outro, which kind of gave it the A+, the outro of him doing Heal the World. Amazing. Him saying make the world a better place still fits well right now. And remember, this was in 93, so that's crazy to think about. This halftime show has aged beautifully. The crowd gets involved with all, like, you know, all them wearing the shirts or signs that make the people. Amazing halftime show. Go watch it. I wish I was alive to see this. I'm not gonna lie, the 90s weren't the best era of halftime shows, so Michael Jackson was great, but how do you top that? You can't. Alright, 1994, we got the country medley. We got a country halftime show, because I'm guessing it was in Nashville. We got Clint Black, Tanya Tucker, Travis Tritt, and the Judds. I've heard of Tanya Tucker. But that's the only name I know. My country music knowledge is not the biggest in terms of every single music genre to ever exist. It's not as big as rock, pop, or rap. But I know my way around country music. 90s country music, not at all. I'm like lost. I've heard of Tanya Tucker, but that's about it. This halftime show was actually a lot better than I thought it would be. This gets a B minus. A B minus. This is actually a really good halftime show. Travis Tritt, whoever you are, you carried this halftime show. I don't know, I'm talking like he's watching this video. He carried this halftime show. Travis Tritt, amazing performance. He is by far the standout performance for me in this halftime show. But everyone else did their thing, and I do think, I wouldn't be the most mad if they incorporate country music again in a halftime show. But yeah, the country medley, you did a good job. Congrats. All right, 1995, we got the Indiana Jones. The Indiana Jones featuring Tony Bennett and Patti LaBelle. Indiana Jones, I don't know what we're doing. Well, I do know what they were doing. In 95, so the thing was they were trying to promote a ride. They were trying to promote a new Disneyland ride, an Indiana Jones ride. For a Super Bowl halftime show, I don't want to see that. I don't care about somebody promoting a ride. I want to see music. And this was not music. Well, it was, but it also wasn't. It was a freaking musical. This was a play. I don't want to see a Broadway play. I don't want to see a Broadway play in the middle of a football game. I'm sorry, I just don't. And here's the interesting part about this. Remember, this was 95. There was no cell phones. People actually listened. If you just want to promote your Disneyland ride, you should do an ad on TV and be like, hey kids, new Disneyland ride, Indiana Jones, go to the park right now. Because kids listened. Back in the day, trust me, if you did that in 95, people would actually listen because they're not on this the whole time. It's 95. Get with the times. Just do that. Not in front of a stupid freaking football game. This gets a C. This gets a C minus. A C minus, which is not great in terms of these rankings because there's not many below C minus. This is stupid. Patti LaBelle, Tony Bennett is not good. I'm sorry. Tony Bennett's performance is really bad. He's old. He was old at this time too. Tony Bennett is like ancient. He's like ancient years old. I don't know about that, but it's crazy. But not good. 1996, we got Diana Ross. Diana Ross, huge superstar. This halftime show was okay. Here's the thing with this halftime show. I had no clue how many songs I knew by her. Well, obviously I know she has like the Supremes and her own music and like 3 other groups that she was in like the 60s and 70s. Diana Ross is a legend. Not saying she's not. This gets a C. I'm giving this a C. The best part of this halftime show was her exit. She left in a helicopter. A helicopter picked her up and she left. And what'd she do? She was still singing outside of the helicopter. That's sick. People aren't doing that in 96, except for Diana Ross. But overall, the songs were fine. We're still in the simpler times of the halftime shows. Nothing crazy yet, but Diana Ross, you're a legend. Oh my god, here we fucking go. 1997, we got the Blues Brothers and ZZ Top. I'm sorry. I am well aware. I know I'm young. I am well aware who the Blues Brothers are. Okay, Dan Aykroyd and Jim Belushi. Sorry if I got the Belushi wrong. It's Jim and John. I think it's Jim. I get it was a movie. What the fuck's the movie about? Can't tell you. Never seen it. What is their act? I know they have the Everybody. I know that song, and they played that song. What are we doing at a halftime show? No, let's not do that. ZZ Top was okay. ZZ Top actually tried. They were all right. I'm not a huge fan of their music, but I get them. They're okay. I like their entrance. They came in that car, that iconic car, the LaGrange car. ZZ Top tried. Chemistry did not work. Also, John Goodman. There's 3 Blues Brothers. John Goodman was there as well. This also gets a C minus. I don't want to see that. Next up, 1998, we got the Motown medley. That's right, just like the country artists, we got some R&B artists now for 98, which are, my laptop's down here is why I'm looking down, Boyz II Men, Smokey Robinson, Martha Reeves, The Temptations, and Queen Latifah. Kind of a stacked lineup. I actually know who most of the people actually are. This is kind of all over the place, kind of a mess. I will say one thing, the one person I do not know, Martha Reeves, her voice, awful. I don't want to hear her ever again. I have no clue how old she is now, but Martha Reeves, you suck. I'm sorry. Your voice is awful. Voice is actually terrible. Almost ruined the whole show for me. The savior of this halftime show was Boyz II Men. Boyz II Men were by far the best part of this halftime show. Boyz II Men were actually fun to watch. It seemed like they're the only ones that got the memo, hey, people want to see a show. Good for you. Good job, Boyz II Men. And I know it's tough. I know I'm not a huge R&B fan myself, but Smokey Robinson was fine. Temptations are very old. Queen Latifah was just getting started. This is okay. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. Motown Medley gets a C+. 1999, the last year of the 90s, thank God. We have something called Soul, Salsa, and Swing, which basically, that is Gloria Estefan and Stevie Wonder. So, oh yeah, hold on. I forgot to say one thing real quick. Yeah, Gloria Estefan and Stevie Wonder. This is great. This is awesome. This is, honest to God, one of the better 90s halftime shows. Their chemistry is fantastic. I am shocked they haven't made any music together. Or maybe they have. I don't know. They got to make more music together. Stevie's still alive. Let's do it, Gloria, before it's too late. Come on, Gloria. He's still alive, and he's still kicking, and he's still going strong. Amazing. Listen, I love Stevie Wonder. I love Songs in the Key of Life. I love Stevie Wonder's music. I Wish is great. Sir Duke is great. But the real savior of this halftime show was Gloria Estefan and Stevie Wonder, their duet of Another Star. The original Stevie Wonder song, Another Star, we need to put a version on Spotify that has Gloria Estefan. Because Gloria Estefan and Stevie Wonder, their duet on Another Star is fantastic. Watch the halftime show. Very good halftime show. I was insanely shocked. Gets a B. A B exactly. All right, the early 2000s, the year 2000. What do we got here? The year 2000. We got Phil Collins and Christina Aguilera. This is just... you hate to see this. You hate to see this. First of all, love Phil Collins. Always have. Phil Collins is great. Who doesn't love Phil Collins? I get what they're trying to do. They were like, okay, let's take an up-and-coming pop artist and let's take Phil Collins. By the way, this was also a Disney show. Because the entire theme of this halftime show was millennium or millennial, because the year 2000. It's really sad with this halftime show. Once again, this is not the artist's fault. Is you could tell that the entire show they were trying to make it seem like, oh, the 2000s are going to be the best decade ever. Let's make the year 2000 and beyond like a fantastic year. And then we fast forward to, of course, the tragedy that happened the year after. It's awful, which not their fault. C-. This didn't work. I didn't love this. Obviously, Phil Collins is great, but this did not work. I don't know why. And, having that, like, be the theme of, like, these next few years are going to be fantastic, hasn't aged the best. I'm sorry. That's kind of why it's low. 2001. This is just the whole spiel of artists here. We got Aerosmith, NSYNC, Britney Spears, and Nelly. And Mary J. Blige. Wow. That basically just sounded like I took, like, I pulled 5 random artist names out of a hat and just, yeah. So this halftime show is all over the place, and I kind of like it for that. First of all, this halftime show is mainly NSYNC and Aerosmith. They pretty much headlined it. I get what they were doing. They're like, let's take somebody from the old generation, Aerosmith, and let's take somebody from the new generation, NSYNC. It's pretty cool. I like how they trade back and forth. I like NSYNC's performance of Bye 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 and I Want It That Way. Very, very good. Aerosmith was pretty good too. Aerosmith played the Armageddon song. Love that, of course. And then we have the ending, which is amazing. The ending, we got Walk This Way. Aerosmith and NSYNC, they go back and forth on each part of Walk This Way. Britney Spears comes out and starts singing Walk This Way as well. So now we got Britney Spears doing the chorus of Walk This Way. And all of a sudden, at the very end, we got Nelly comes in and does a rap verse over the Walk This Way instrumental, which is kind of hard. I'm not even a huge Nelly fan, but that's kind of sick. This halftime show gets a B. It's kind of fire. Okay. I cannot believe this one. 2002, we got U2. Oh my God. First of all, I'm going to preface this real quick. Not a U2 fan. I don't like U2. I think they're cornballs. I don't like their music. I think it's very moody and whiny. Not a fan. But I went into this halftime show blind, and oh my God, U2 absolutely fucking killed it. This might be a top 5 favorite halftime show of all time. First of all, the them performing within the background, you have all the 9/11 victims, all the people who died from 9/11, just like going up and down. Actually beautiful. Them playing Beautiful Day, fantastic. And I'm so sorry, I forget what song they played when it was doing the 9/11 thing. Where the Streets Have No Names. Sorry, Have No Name. Sorry, once again, not a U2 fan, don't know their songs. Yeah, absolutely beautiful halftime show. This halftime show might put a tear in your eye. It almost did for me, which is crazy because I still wasn't even alive yet. But no, this was absolutely amazing. I love how they did it for 9/11, which is pretty cool. And this was just a very good example of America coming together and just all bringing peace and all loving it. So good job, you two. You guys get an A-. A-. Once again, there's not many A's, so just it's a high bar. 2003, we got Shania Twain, Sting, and No Doubt. First of all, this halftime show was almost daytime. It wasn't like Coldplay daytime, but it wasn't that dark out. Shania Twain is the best part of this halftime show. Sting was okay, but we don't need Sting and we don't need No Doubt. I like No Doubt, I do. I'm Just a Girl is an okay song. Shania Twain killed it. Her playing I Feel Like a Woman, amazing performance. That's all I gotta say. Nothing really crazy. It gets a C. It's just there. All right, we gotta talk about this one. 2004. Oh my god. All right. 2004, we got Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake, Kid Rock, Nelly, and Diddy. Sounds like the worst episode of Law & Order ever. So this, I am going unbiased. This has nothing to do with any of the people's lives outside of music. But it kind of does the same thing. I don't know why. This halftime show made me uncomfortable to watch. And you're probably like, Jacob, I definitely know why it made you uncomfortable. Yeah, no, I get that. I do too. But also I don't. The best part of the halftime show was Nelly and Kid Rock. Nelly, if you're doing a halftime show and Nelly and Diddler are the best parts of it, I don't know. Now Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake weren't that bad. Of course, the halftime show is also, we can't talk about this halftime show without talking about Boob Alert. Yep, she showed it. We saw it. We saw it for a split second. JT, I'm sorry. That sucks. Yeah, that's kind of the main reason why people know about this one. D+. I'm not a fan of this. This halftime show makes me want to wash my hands. I feel like I have to clean myself after watching this halftime show. 2005. Holy shit. 2005. Paul McCartney. Oh my god. A+. This is tied with my favorite halftime show of all time. He might surpass Michael Jackson for me. Paul McCartney did his fucking shit. First of all, he played Drive My Car. Was not expecting a Beatles song, but that's kind of cool that he did. Once again, not a huge fan of Get Back. But the two songs I'll talk about, we have Paul McCartney's performance of Live and Let Die and Hey Jude might be the best moment I've ever seen of any halftime show ever. Him playing Hey Jude at the halftime show is the greatest thing I've ever seen. The fans cheering, people, the energy, Paul still has it. It's just himself by a piano. It's so simple. I love it. I might rewatch it. Paul McCartney, you might have the greatest halftime show of all time, in my opinion. Chills. The Hey Jude performance, chills. All right, 2006, birth year. Even though it wasn't, because halftime shows were in January, and I was born in March, so I still wasn't alive. 2006, the Rolling Stones. I am not a Rolling Stones guy. Just gonna put it out there. I know it's kind of irrelevant, but I'm not a big Stones guy. They did okay. They did fine. B-. They did okay. Yeah, Mick Jagger's just very old. He's just very old. It's tough when the band's old, but Rolling Stones, they did it. By the way, for the Rolling Stones, they played "Start Me Up" like for 13 hours. It was a fucking joke. It was like they played that song for hours. Okay, we can talk about it. We can talk about it now because I have kind of a hot take about this. 2007, the first halftime show that happened when I was on this planet. I was less than a year old, but I was still on this planet. 2007, we got Prince. All hail mighty Prince. Yeah. This halftime show is iconic for a reason. It is. I'm so sorry. I'm giving it a B. I'm so sorry. It's good. I get it. He played Purple Rain in a rainstorm. That's awesome. That's amazing. Once again, not even a Prince fan. Him playing Purple Rain while raining is fucking spectacular. The stage, amazing. He turned Minneapolis purple. Purple. And then JT did that shit. Beautiful. Beautiful. But he didn't really do much. And his guitar was sick. He didn't really do a whole lot, though. I'm sorry. But Prince, you did good. And he played Let's Go Crazy, the best Prince song of all time. That's sick. All right, 2008, we got Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I'm sorry, Tom. I know you're dead, but I don't love this halftime show. I like Tom Petty, don't get me wrong. I just feel like they needed someone else. Like, a solo halftime show is tough, but some people can pull it off. Like Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney did. Tom Petty didn't really pull it off that well. Although, I'm not going to lie, them playing Running Down a Dream is amazing. Tom Petty gets a C+. Oh my fucking god. 2009, we got Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. Just to give you a little heads up, just to give you a little fun fact to know more about yours truly, I fucking hate Bruce Springsteen. I hate him. I think he's annoying. I think his music sucks. I hate him so much. He's so bad. I hate the way he fucking moves. I hate Dancing in the Dark. That song is ass. I hate Born in the USA. That song is ass. Everything he makes is poop. I can't he looks like an NPC. He's a legit NPC. If you watch the Dancing in the Dark video, he's a legit NPC. Like, he's just like, you can't start a fire, you can't, it's like, stop. So, of course, I'm going to be a little biased, but I tried not to be. Bruce Springsteen, I'll give him credit for something. He looked like he was having fun. But I don't want to see a 60-year-old man do knee slides on the stage and just, no. I'm sorry, Bruce. I don't like it. I just don't like it. And he played Born to Run. I don't like it. D+. Call me biased, because I probably am. All right, the 2010s. The 2010s are my favorite era of halftime shows. All of them are practically good except for one. 2010, we got The Who. I'm not gonna lie, I think they're kind of old. They didn't play Eminence Front. I'm so pissed that they did not play Eminence Front. It's one of the best songs of all time. Instead, they played their other famous hits everyone loves. The Who gets a B-. Better than I thought it would be. I like the stage. how it has that bullseye symbol. Way better than I thought it was going to be. Oh, dear God. 2011 is, yes, it is that year. It is the infamous Black Eyed Peas year. I get why they did this. The Black Eyed Peas were very popular at the time. I enjoyed their music as a kid. As a young child, I loved their music because everyone did, right? It's just radio music. This is this is tied for the worst halftime show of all time. This halftime show is actually terrible. Who in their right goddamn mind gave Fergie a mic? Fergie is trash. Fergie has a bad singing voice. No one should have gave her a mic. Whoever gave her a mic for this halftime show should get fired immediately, because her singing is actually poop. Like, I get every song they played is popular, right? But like this, like, it's just like, and I get it. It tried to look new techie and all that. And I get it. I will say the only saving grace of this halftime show is the performance of Where Is the Love, because Where Is the Love is a song that has aged perfectly. Them talking about, people dying, people killing, like, it's how it is now. I love that. Black Eyed Peas, you guys get a D. This is a really shit halftime show. It's really bad. And the audio kept going in and out. So, Black Eyed Peas suck. 2012, we have Madonna. I do think Madonna should have done it, but I feel like it was a little too late for her. I feel you guys waited a little too long for Madonna. But she killed it. She did great. This is a very fun one for kids. I think kids could have watched this halftime show. She kept it clean. She kept it fun. I love the dancing. Madonna's great. And you want to know who else was in this halftime show? LMFAO. Yes, Party Rock Anthem, LMFAO. Why were they there? I don't know. Madonna gets a B+. Very, very good halftime show. And she played Vogue. Great song. 2013, we got Beyonce. Just Beyonce. Yep, that's right. 2013, we got Beyonce, baby. Destiny's Child reunited, okay? I saw all three of them on stage. I saw all three of them looking beautiful on stage together. Beyonce looked like she was having a ball with this halftime show. I'm going to give it a B, okay? She played some generational hits. Amazing, amazing performance. And I don't know why, but for some reason, and like when Beyonce returns in a little bit, you'll notice this as well. She did a little winky wink at the camera and she smiled. She was like, I see you. I'm like, oh, okay. Beyonce, good job. Beyonce, you get a B. B for Beyonce. 2014, we got Bruno Mars, My Goat, and Red Hot Chili Peppers. Now, I am not a huge Chili Peppers fan. I like a few songs, but I don't really love them. This halftime show was fire. This halftime show was amazing. Amazing halftime show. First of all, Bruno Mars is the king of pop. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. Then you bring out Chili Peppers, and you guys do an amazing performance of Give It Away. I mean, this was some of the best dancing and singing I've ever seen at a halftime show was them playing Give It Away. Anthony Kiedis looked like he was having a ball. Amazing halftime show. A-. Next up, we got 2015, which is Katy Perry. This one was kind of disappointing because I am a huge Katy Perry fan, and this halftime show was okay. And I'll tell you why. This halftime show looked like she was kind of leaning a little bit towards children. She was kind of like, hey, kids, this halftime show's for you because you have dancing sharks and I'm on a huge animatronic wolf or horse, whatever it was. It was sick. B- because she played Roar. That's a good song. 2016, we got Coldplay, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars. Three goats. I don't really love Beyonce, but Bruno Mars and Coldplay, big fans. It was daytime. First of all, let's talk about that. It was daytime. It was literally bright day. You could literally watch somebody eating a sandwich. Like, it was that. It's literally just bright as day. But then again, I forget what Super Bowl 50 was, though. I'm giving this an A- as well. This also gets an A-. The performances were good. I enjoyed the singing and all the songs, but what got me was the tribute. The montage of all the previous halftime shows, it just brought me back, and this is also 2016. It brought me back to 2016, and I was like, 2016 is the best year of all time. Ah! Amazing. Amazing. A-. Also, Beyonce and Bruno Mars killed it, by the way. They might have stole the show. And I'm a huge Coldplay fan, so... Next up, 2017, we have the first halftime show that I actually remember, like, watching. We have Lady Gaga. It's not bad. Not a bad halftime show. It's okay. She caught a football. That's pretty sick. I'm giving this a B. She jumped off the stadium at the beginning, which is kind of a sick entrance. I would say the entrance and the outro are definitely the key parts of this halftime show. But Gaga killed it. B. 2018, Justin Timberlake. Yes, the Prince tribute. We all love the Prince tribute. The Prince tribute was amazing. He turned the entire city of Minneapolis purple, which is awesome. And also, the songs he was playing were amazing. Obviously, except for Can't Stop the Feeling. That song sucks, but amazing. I'm giving this a B+, because this halftime show might have my all-time favorite choreography. The choreography, the way he was moving, I was like, ooh, that's nice. All right, here it is. Let's talk about the other shitter halftime show. 2019, Maroon 5, Travis Scott, and Big Boy. This also gets a D. This gets a D also. I'm not even calling Maroon 5 bad. I think their new stuff is. Their old stuff's great, though. And I'm not even saying the songs they played were bad, but I don't need Travis Scott here. Like, I don't hate Travis Scott, but Travis Scott was so useless here. Big Boy tried doing something with playing I Like the Way You Move, which is cool. And I don't want to see Adam Levine take his shirt off. I don't want to see shirtless Adam Levine. He's very old and he looks like he's aging. I don't know. It wasn't good. Am I rushing a little bit? I think I'm rushing because the video is 35 minutes long. All right, the 2020 decade. We gotta speed things up here. 2020, Shakira and J-Lo. I remember how controversial this was. I remember how controversial this halftime show was. I'm saying a C-. I did not hate this halftime show only because, by the way, Bad Bunny was also here. People think, oh, Bad Bunny did last year or this year. No, he did 2020 as well. I get what they were doing. I am not going to care about that at all. I'm just going to go off strictly the halftime show. It's better than Bad Bunny. 2021, we have The Weeknd. This was the weird COVID one where he was moving around and he wasn't actually on the field for the first half of it. Rewatching this halftime show today, I forgot how fun this one was. I forgot how fun this halftime show actually was. It's a fun halftime show. It's a good time. I'm saying a B-. It's a very, very good time. And that's all I gotta say about that. And, you know, The Weeknd, we all love him. He played some kick-ass songs. Amazing. 2022, we got the hip-hop medley. We got Eminem. We got Dr. Dre. We got Snoop Dogg. We got 50 Cent. We got Kendrick Lamar. We got Mary J. Blige. This is the best halftime show I've ever watched with my own two eyes. A-. Amazing. This halftime show puts a smile on my face. It'll put a smile on your face if you watch it, you dork. I'm kidding. It's amazing. It's amazing. Amazing halftime show. Awesome. I remember not being a huge fan of Kendrick's part. I like Kendrick's part now. 2023, we have Rihanna. I love you, Rihanna. I really do. No offense to you at all, but you're getting a C. I don't love this halftime show. I don't love this halftime show. This halftime show is not the best. To be fair, it was not her fault. She was pregante, so that doesn't help. And I like the stages, how they weren't, on the ground. That's pretty cool. The songs were spectacular, though. Oh, my God. But all she did was kind of walk around, and she didn't really dance a whole lot. I get it. I know she couldn't, but I take this list very seriously. 2024, we have Usher. Usher, Lil Jon, Ludacris, all that. will.i.am, I think, was there. This halftime show is tough because when I watched this halftime show live, I didn't love it because I wasn't a huge Usher fan. Now actually learning about some Usher songs, I was like, okay, it's not a bad halftime show. Rewatching this halftime show back, I was like, this ain't that bad actually. It's actually kind of a good halftime show. It's pretty good. It's a B+. And his dancing is very good. 2025, we have Kendrick Lamar and SZA. This one actually isn't that bad either. I was kind of over-exaggerating about the Super Bowl video, about how this wasn't that great. It's fine. It's a B-. I do wish SZA was more involved. The Samuel Jackson's parts, don't love him, but he played Not Like Us. And last but not least, we have, definitely least, this year, 2026, Bad Bunny and Lady Gaga. C-. This is worse than J-Lo and Shakira. I don't love this halftime show. I don't know why. No offense to Bad Bunny. I'm sure he's great. I'm sure he's awesome. Lady Gaga was super goddamn random. I mean, she played Die With a Smile, which is an amazing song, but super goddamn random. And I also found out that Jessica Alba was there at the halftime show, which is, love that. I don't know. I like him calling out all the countries at the end. That's amazing. The only thing more powerful than hate is love. Love that as well. But it's not my music. Anyways, that's going to be all for the unnecessarily long video today of me talking about every single halftime show. I just realized that at the year 2000, it was 15 minutes. And I was like, wow, I got to speed this up. Very, very fun video. This was fun research to do. Very tiring research, but very fun to do. And yeah, stay tuned for my next videos in April. I got more videos planned. Obviously, the movie Madness coming out end of March. And yeah, stay tuned for that. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff. Comment down below which halftime show is your favorite. Comment down below any halftime shows you think I got wrong rating-wise. I will reply to every comment because I like to do that. I like to interact with you guys. I think it's very fun. And yeah, that'll be all for this video, and I will see you all next time. Peace.